ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारम् प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं भररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। भूवादयो धातवः
भूवादयो धातवः
सनाद्यन्ता धातवः
सनाद्यन्ता धातवः
धात्वादेहे शहसः
धात्वादेहे सहसः
नो नः
नो नः
इदितो नं धातोः
इदितो नु धातोः
ऋतहिर्धातोः
ऋत इत् धातोः
उपधायाश्च
उपधायाश्च
उदोष्ट्यपूर्वस्य
उदोष्ट्यपूर्वस्य
निर्वोरुपधाया दीर्घइकः
पूर्वोपधाया दीर्घइकः
फलि च
फलि च
उपधायां च
उपधायां च
प्रत्ययः
प्रत्ययः
परश्च
परश्च
आद्युदात्तश्च
आद्युदात्तश्च
धातोरेकाचो हलादे क्रिया समभिहारे यङ्
धातोरेकाचो हलादे क्रिया समभिहारेयम्
धातोः
धातोः
लस्य
लस्य
तिप्तस्झि सिप्तस्थ विप्पस्मस्त आतां झथास् आतां ध्वम् इट् वहि महिङ्
तिप्तस्झि सिप्तस्थ विप्पस्मस्त आतां झथास् आतां ध्वम् इट् वहि महिम्
तिंशित् सार्वधातुकम्
तिंशित् सार्वधातुकम्
आर्धधातुकम् शेषः
आर्धधातुकम् शेषः
लिच्
लिच्
लिङ्गाशिषि
लिङ्गाशिषि
लः परस्मैपदम्
लः परस्मैपदम्
तङानावात्मनेपदम्
तङानात्मनेपदम्
तिङस्त्रीणि त्रीणि प्रथम मध्यमोत्तमाः
सिंहस्त्रीणि त्रीणि प्रथमो
प्रथममध्यमोत्तमाः
मध्यमोत्तमाः
तान् एकवचन द्विवचन बहुवचनान् एकशः
तान् एकवचन द्विवचन बहुवचनान् एकशः
एकवचनान्येकशः
बहुषु बहुवचनम्
बहुषु
बहुषु
बहुवचनम्
बहुवचनम्
द्वेकयो द्विवचनैकवचने
द्वेकयोर्द्विवचनैकवचने
एकवचनी
विभक्तिश्च
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 युष्मद्युपपदे समानाधिकरणे स्थानिन्यपि मध्यमः
युष्मद्युपपदे
युष्मद्युपपदे
समानाधिकरणे
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 स्थानिनपि मध्यमः
अस्मद्युत्तमः
अस्मद्युत्तमः
शेषे प्रथमः
शेषे
शेषे
प्रथमः
प्रथमः
अनुदातगित आत्मनेपदम्
अनुदात्तयित आत्मने पदम्
भावकर्मणोः
भावकर्मणोः
पूर्ववत्सनः
पूर्ववत्सनः
आम् प्रत्ययवत् कृञोऽनुप्रयोगस्य
आम् प्रत्ययवत्
कृञोऽनुप्रयोगस्य
स्वरितज्ञतकर्तृभिप्राये क्रियाफले
स्वरितनितकर्तृभिप्राये
क्रियाफले
निचश्च
निचश्च
शेषात् कर्तरि परस्मैपदम्
शेषात् कर्तरि परस्मैपदम्
लः कर्मणि च भावे च कर्मकेभ्यः
लः कर्मणि च भावे च
कर्मकेभ्यः
वर्तमाने लट्
वर्तमाने लट्
अनद्यतने लङ्
अनद्यतने लङ्
छन्दसि लिट्
छन्दसि लिट्
परोक्षे लिट्
परोक्षे लिट्
लट् स्मे
लट्
स्मे
अपरोक्षे च
अपरोक्षे च
लट् शेषे च
लट्
शेषे
शेषे च
अनद्यतने लुट्
अनद्यतने लुट्
लुङ्
लुङ्
माङ्गी लुङ्
माङ्गी लुङ्
नमाङ् योगे
नमाङ् योगे
स्मोत्तरे लङ् च
स्मोत्तरे लङ् च
लिङ् निमित्ते लृङ् क्रियातिपत्तौ
लिङ् निमित्ते लुङ् क्रियातिपत्तौ
नाट् लुङ् लृङ् क्रियातिपत् हेतु हेतुमथोर्लिङ्
हेतु हेतुमतो लिङ्
भूते च
भूते च
इच्छार्थेषु लिङ् लोटौ
इच्छार्थेषु
लिङ्लोटौ
समानकर्तृकेषु तुमुन्
समानकर्तृकेषु तुमुन्
लिङ् च
लिङ् च
इच्छार्थेभ्यो विभाषा वर्तमाने
इच्छार्थेभ्यो विभाषा वर्तमाने
विधि निमन्त्रणामन्त्रणाधीष्ट सम्प्रश्न प्रार्थनेषु लिङ्
विधि निमन्त्रणामन्त्रणादिष्ट सम्प्रश्न प्रार्थनेषु लिङ्
लोट्
लोट्
त्रैषातिसर्गप्राप्तकालेषु कृत्याश्च
सर्गप्राप्तकालेषु कृत्याश्च
अर्घे कृत्य तृचश्च
अर्घे कृत्यश्च
कृत्याश्च
कृत्याश्च
शकी लिङ् च
शक्ति
शक्ति लिंग च
आशिषि लिङ् लोटौ
आशिषि
आशिषि
लिंग
लिंग
लोटौ
लोटौ
लिङ्गर्ते लेट्
लिंगर्ते लेट्
लेट
कर्तरि शप्
कर्तरि
कर्तरि शप्
शप
अधिप्रभृतिभ्यः शपः
अधिप्रभृतिभ्यः
अधिप्रभृतिभ्यः
शपः
शपः
प्रत्ययस्य लुक्ष्लु लुपः
प्रत्ययस्य लुक् श्लू लुपः
लुक्ष्लु लुपः
प्रत्ययलोपे प्रत्ययलक्षणम्
प्रत्ययलोपे
प्रत्ययलोपे
प्रत्ययलक्षणम्
प्रत्ययलक्षणम्
न लुमताङ्गस्य
न
न
लुमतामङ्गस्य
लुमताङ्गस्य
जुहोत्यादिभ्यः श्लुः
जुहोत्यादिभ्यः श्लुः
जुहोत्यादिभ्यः
श्लौ
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 दिवादिभ्यः श्यन्
दिवादिभ्यः
दिवादिभ्यश्चन्
स्यन्
वा भ्राश भ्राश भ्रमु क्रमु क्लमु त्रसि त्रुटि लशः
वा
वा
भ्राश
भ्राश
दाश
भ्राश भ्रमु
क्रमु क्रमु
क्रमु
क्लमु
कमु
त्रसी
त्रिषि
त्रुटिलशः
त्रुटिलपः लशः
यशोनुपसर्गात्
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 संयसश्च
संयसश्च
स्वादिभ्यः श्नुः
स्वादिभ्यः
स्वादिभ्यश्नुः
श्नुः
श्रुवश्च च
श्रुवश्च च
श्रुवश्च
अक्षोण्यतरस्य
अक्षोण्यतरस्य
अक्षोण्यतरस्याम्
तनूकरणे तक्षः
तनूकरणे
तनूकरणे
तक्षः
तक्षः
तुदादिभ्यः
रुदादिभ्यः
रुदादिभ्यश्नम्
रुदादिभ्यश्नम्
तनादिकृम्भ्यः उः
तनादिकृभ्यः
यथ
क्रयादिभ्यश्ना
क्रयादिभ्यश्ना
तत्यापपाशरूपवीणा तूलश्लोकसेना लोभत्वचवर्मवर्णचूर्णचुरादिभ्यो निच
सत्यापपाशरूपवीणा
स्थूलश्लोकसेना
तूलश्लोकासेना
लोमत्वच
लोपत्वच कर्म
वर्णवर्णचूर्णचुरादिभ्यो
वर्णचूर्णचुरादिभ्यो निच
हेतुमति च
हेतुमति च
हेतुमति च
स्थितासि लृटोः
स्यतासि लुटो
लुटोः
सार्वधातुके यक्
सार्वधातु
सार्वधातुके यक्
यक्
up to that. किं सूत्रं दृष्टं गतवर्गे अन्तिमसूत्रम्
कर्तरि शप we completed.
कर्तरि सार्वधातुके शप् सार्वधातुके प्रत्यये परे धातोः कर्तरि कर्तृवाच्ये धातोः शप् प्रत्ययः भवति शित्वात् सार्वधातुक प्रत्ययः शप् न तु कृत् धातोः अधिकारे न वर्तते 3191 अकृत् इति we have seen, right? All these अधिप्रवृत्तिभ्यः शपः अदादिभ्यः कर्तरि शप् इति उत्सर्गसूत्रम् सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः शप् एव भवति अपवादरूपेण दिवादिभ्यः शन् स्वादिभ्यः श्नुः इति सूत्राणि वर्तन्ते द्वितीय गणः अस्ति अदादिगणः अदादिभ्यः धातुभ्यः शपः शप् भवति किन्तु शपः किं भवति लुक् भवति अधिप्रवृत्तिभ्यः अधिप्रवृत्तिभ्यः शपः लुक् भवति. लुक् इति किं लोपः प्रत्ययस्य लुक् श्लो लोपः भवति. अदर्शनं लोपः 11360. अदर्शनं कमिङ्ग् अनुवृत्ति, लोपः कमिङ्ग् अनुवृत्ति. प्रत्ययस्य लुक् श्लो लोपः भवति. यदि शपः लुक् भवति इत्युक्ते शप् प्रत्ययस्य लोपः भवति इत्यर्थः. यदा प्रत्ययः लोपः भवति तदा अङ्गकार्यं न भवति. प्रत्ययस्य लुक् श्लो लोपः न लुमताङ्गस्य इति सूत्रेण अङ्गस्य अङ्गकार्यं न लुमताङ्गस्य लुमता लु अस्य अस्ति इति लुमता मतु प्रत्यय. That which has lu is common in all the three. Lu, and here also lu. These are called lumat. Lu asya asti iti. When pratyaya becomes lopaha by shlu, or luk, shlu, or lup, angakarim na bhavati. The second conjugation, shab will become luk. Pravrittibhyaha, and we know Inganta also we apply this, right? Remember?
Yes, we have used.
Adiprabhritibhyaha, then also so Yanganta Shap. Okay, let us see that sutra. Kutra vartate that sutram. Where is it? The sutram is not in third chapter. 3168 is the 3168. It's Kartarisha. Keep the sutra pata open now. It's physical copy. Website we will refer, but sutra pata is important. 3168 Kartarisha. So there you will not see this sutra. This is seen in second chapter, 4th section. Why? Because there we have look. You will see second chapter, 4th section. Look coming as anuvritti from the sutra 58. Nyakshatriyarshangito nyoni luga nangoho. Look here, from here it is going as anuvritti up to 83. This is second chapter, 4th section. Where we have this important adhikara, Ardha Dhatuke 2435. And look also is here. So going as anuvritti, there we have 24, you can see 72. Adiprabhritibhyaha shapaha. This alone in Yanganta also is coming as anuvritti, therefore Yangochicha. Okay. Fine. So 2472 Adiprabhritibhyaha shapaha. Then we have 2475 Yugotyadibhyaha shlihu. 72 and 75. 24. In 3-1 section, we have Kartarishap. All this sutra, the location, number, no, remember. 3168, Kartarishap. Shap is, this is Utsarga. Then Divadibhya, Shan, etc. All these are Apavada. Apavada and Vibhasha, all are there. Starting from 3168 up to the sutra 3182. For all the conjugations, Gana Vikara Pratyas are given. Now let us see. Adiprabhritibhyaha shapaha. Number is 2472. Let us read. Okay, Ganesh, you read.
अधिप्रवृत्तिभ्यः शपः पदच्छेदः अधिप्रवृत्तिभ्यः पंचमी बहुवचनं शपः षष्ठी एकवचनं
You know what is adi?
सति
What is adi?
adi in the beginning or
Hmm?
that's adi
Adi
centered
beginning.
on
No, it's not adi. Okay,
adi is centered on or
adi is centered on. No,
yes
adi is not centered on. Why it is
like
centered on?
adi deva adi bhuta like that centered on that
It is kalpana. Okay, it is not that. Adi.
Cent-
Adadiganasya.
Adadigana. It is adadigana. First dhatu is adu dhatu. Vadi gana, when we say first dhatu is bhu dhatu. Divadigana, first dhatu is div dhatu. Churadigana, first dhatu chur dhatu. Then adi is adadigana. Second conjugation, first dhatu is ad bhakshane. Therefore ad. But what is it he is doing there? That you know it. I taught you all those things before. What is this Eden? Ikshtipo dhatu nirdeshau. Ikshtipo dhatu nirdeshau. Ad plus ik. Ik is a pratyaya to derive a pratipadikam out of a dhatu for usage in either in the Vyakaranam or in other context also to refer to the dhatu in all the vibhaktis, to express the dhatu in all the noun forms. So pratyaya ik or stip. Ad plus ik, you get adi. Adi is a pratipadikam. Adeghe, suppose if I say adeghe shap look bhavati, it means adeghe panchami vibhakti of adi, like ari, arehe. शप प्रत्यय अदेघे लुक भवति अद धातोः परः यः प्रत्ययः भवति शप तस्य लुक भवति. That is the meaning. Either you can say adadibhyah or I am just saying only to the dhatu adi. Adadibhyah panchami. Ad adi padat, it's Bhagavadgita. Ad adihi yesham te. That is adadihi. Adadi gana dhatu. Okay. So it is not Adidevatam mandal here. Referring to the dhatu only. Ad plus e. Adi. Ikshtipo dhatu nirdesh. Prabhrittibhyaha, etc. Prabhritti. Not only for adu dhatu, other dhatu also. Prabhrittibhyaha shapaha luk bhavati. Okay. Understand? Don't forget Ikshtipo dhatu nirdesh. We have seen, I have told this many times. Many places we have seen. Okay. Fine. Read.
Anuvrittihi look that is 2458
Hmm.
Anuvritti sahitam sutram adipravrittibhyah shapah look
Simple. Adi prabhrittibhyaha, etc. For others also, not only for the second conjugation. For Yanganta and all it happens. So adi prabhrittibhyaha shapaha luk bhavati. Okay. Then please read.
अदादिगणस्य धातुभ्यः विहितस्य शप् प्रत्ययस्य लुक् भवति सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः कर्तरि शप् that is 3168 इति सूत्रेण सार्वधातुके कर्तरि प्रत्यये परे धातोः परः औत्सर्गिकतया शप् इति विकरण प्रत्ययः विधीयते
Understand?
अदादिगणस्य धातुभ्यः विहितस्य शप् प्रत्ययस्य वर्तमानसूत्रेण लुक् भवति, लोपः भवति। कानिचन उदाहरणानि एतादृशानि?
So, meaning is clear, right?
Yes.
Adadiganasya dhatu belonging to the second conjugation. Vigitasya, ordained, shap which is ordained, that becomes look. Shap is vigitasya. Shap is vigitam by what sutram? Kartari shap. Tasya pratyasya lopaha. That is look bhavati. Lopaha he doesn't say. He uses a technical word. Sanya. Look is a sanya. Look is a, what is the meaning of look? Look is a sanya. I mean, what is the definition of look? Lopaha.
Adarshanam.
Adarshanam. It is lopaha adarshanam. When pratyaya becomes look, something specific thing happens, that is angakari will not happen. That is why uses the word look. Similarly uses the word shlu. When lopa happens by shlu, duplication happens. That is for the third conjugation. But all are lopaha only. The mere lopaha, when you say angakarim, can happen. But when pratyaya becomes lopaha by these terms, using these terms, then angakarya will not happen. Nalamatangasya. In addition to that, other things also happen, like the case of third conjugation, duplication, etc. Those are they're technical kritrima sanya. They are names, sanyas. Sarvebhyaha dhatubhyaha kartari shapiti sutrena सार्वधातुके कर्तरि प्रत्यये परे धातोः परः औत्सर्गिकतया, that is utsarga, by in the form of utsarga. It is itam bhute tritiya. Shap iti vikarana pratyaya vidiyate. Shap, vikarana pratyaya is ordained. Vikaranam is madhye yat pratyaya bhavati. Tasya nama vikarana pratyaya. Vikarana is not a technical name. It is a name what we use. Gana vikarana can use it very specifically. But shap is a common pratyaya, not for any specific gana. It is vikarana pratyaya, gana vikarana pratyaya, common for all the gana. Of course, for in the form of apavada, for different ganas, other pratyayas are also there. Adadi ganasya dhatu bhyaha vigitasya shap pratyasya vartamana sutrena luk bhavati luk ityukte lopaha. Adarshanam lopaha, that is the meaning of, that is what happens when we say pratyaya is look. Example is given, but example, okay, this is adadi conjugation. I will read simple only because certain things to be explained. Other plus letter. Let is, what is letter?
Lakara.
First we have to add the lakara to the, lakara is also a pratyaya only. Content of let is lakara. Dasha lakara ha santi. Content of all the lakara, if you see, after removing the ether letter, only lakara. So, lakara. Then lasya by that sutra. Tiptasi, siptasta, mipasmas, these pratyas corresponding to purusha and vashanam. All these things already defined. That will come. And the tip, once tip comes, tip is sarvadhatuka pratyaya, thinkshit sarvadhatuka. Therefore, kartari, we are doing kartari prayoga. Kartari sarvadhatuke shap. When the sarvadhatuka pratyaya come follows, then dhatoho paraha shap bhavati. These are the steps. So lat comes in the place of lat corresponding to purusha and vachana. The pratyaya, think pratyaya. Think pratyaya alone, because this is sarvadhatuka pratyaya. Think pratyaya or shit pratyaya, like Shatrashanach also, which we have seen, will bring in corresponding gana vikarana pratyaya, kartari shap. Kartari shap utsarga. So now, adege, adi prabhrittibhyaha, that is After the dhatu ad of the adadika conjugation, shap has come. Shapaha luk bhavati, lopaha bhavati. So, and shap cannot cause any angakarya anyway. But even if it is possible, it will not do because pratyaya shap has become lopa by luk. Nalumatangasya, by that angakaryam cannot happen. So goes away. Now other plus the join sandhi. What sandhi will apply? Paricha. Therefore atti. Atti, attaha, adanti. That is the form. Not lakara. Lang lakara, what would be the form? Can you tell without seeing the examples?
Atagama will come.
Atagama will come. Atagama come by, we have seen all this. Lung lang lingshu at udataha atascha. Atascha vriddhi happen and atagama comes from adajadina by that sutra. Remember? Adajadina, which is in 6, 4, 51, I think that previous one. This is 52, Adajadina. Same thing happens, Adajadina. What is the pratyaya corresponding to lang, Prathama Purusha, Ekavachanam?
Takara.
Takara, Takara
Takara.
Tam. The Takara comes. The Takara, that is Saradhataka pratyaya, which will bring in Shap. And Shap will go away by this sutra. Adiprabhritibhyaha shapaha luk bhavati lopaha bhavati. Once it has become lopa, okay, he is doing Madhyama Purusha Ekavachan. Okay. Madhyama Purusha Ekavachana pratyaya is
Sip pratyaya.
huh?
Sip.
Sip. What will happen to C also for lang lakara?
Sakara.
Only sakara. That E
Sakara.
also will go away. That we
Go
will
away.
see. They got Nityam, Nitaha, Itascha, Vaichutra, E goes away. That is with takara. E in T goes away. E in C go away. E in Anti also will go away. Therefore, we have Ant. Ant also will become An. Apatata, apatatam, apatan. Okay, that E also goes away. Sakara only will be there. So Shab goes away. Adi Prabhritibhya Shapaha. Now, what will be the form?
Kartari. Kartari, lat lakara or lang lakara form.
We are doing Kartari. Say it
Lang
again.
lakara form we want.
Or
Lat lakara or lang lakara?
what lakara it is given here?
Lang is one.
Lang only we are doing.
Okay.
What is the final answer?
Odd. So odd.
Adaha.
Adaha. Every Adaha. Shaptam poite. Adi Prabhritibhya Shapaha Luk Bhavati.
And sip pratyasya takara
Sip.
will come.
Taka.
Huh?
Sip pratyasya takara will be there.
Takara.
Ata.
Ataha. Every
Odd.
A plus A test vriddhi by that Ad. Shap is gone. Ad followed by Sip. I'm asking a simple sandhi. Ad followed by Sakara. It's a Padam. Padante kim asti. Then Sayogantasya Lopaha. That has to happen. But here, one special rule is there for Adudhatu. Sayogantasya Lopaha. If you apply, then you will have only Ad. But that is not the Rupam. Here, at least you should say Sayogantasya Lopaha up to that point. Because this is Sakara. Sakara will not become Visarhasa, Sajusha Ruhu will not happen because before that itself, Sayogantasya Lopaha, this is a Padam, Sakara will go away. But That will not also go away because we have one sutram. This is sakara is aprukta ekal pratyaya. Why sanyogantasya? Sakara is aprukta ekal pratyaya. Therefore, alnyabhyaha dirgha sutisya pruktam hal. By that sutra, which we are very much familiar, 616, by that the sakara must go away. Then you will have at. But that also doesn't happen. What happens here? Another sutra comes, adaha sarvesham. Adaha referring to what? This is a good example for ikshtipo dhata nirdesha. Ad plus adaha. Adaha sarvesham. Adaha, how do you decline? Okay. Here you can see he has not added any ikar step, but declining the other as marut shabdavat. Okay. Adaha sarvesham marut shabdavat. So adaha what vibhakti?
Shashti vibhakti.
Sashti.
Shashti vibhakti because agama comes. Anuvritti is there. Attagama coming as anuvritti, which Shakti Sutra bottom later. Sarvesham always 7300. 7300 we know 73101 is Ato Dirgo Yagni etc. It's Vanta we have seen. So Aprukta Sakara Pratyasya. Aprukta is Ekal Pratyaya is called Aprukta. We'll get Attagama. Okay. But we don't know that sutra, we have to learn that we will see. Once Attagama comes, now what will be the form? A plus A is Vriddhi, Ada, then Parartha Sakara,
Adaha.
Others.
Others.
Adaha is a form. So this is a sutra, special sutra for the second conjugation. Anyway, that we are not interested now. Okay. Adaha, it is a rupam. Then Dvishdhatu. Okay. Dvishdhatu, second conjugation. Dvesha, Ragat Dvesha, from this dhatu only. Apriti. What will be the let rupam? Dvish plus letter. Pratama Purusha Ekavachanam.
So
Shab comes.
and goes away.
Then Visha.
So Vish plus the Attagama will come.
Attagama will not come. Attagama not only for Adaha. Attagama only for Adaha means only for Dhatu Ad, not for Ente Adadigana.
Okay.
Attagama will not come. What is the form? This is a simple one.
Dush will become Dvesh.
Very good.
Then Dveshti.
Dveshti, that is the form. Shab, we cannot do Angakarya and Dvish. Why? Nalumatangasya. Because Shab becomes Lopa by Pratyasi Lukshu Lopaha. Therefore, Angakaryam cannot happen because Pratyaya goes away. Then Angakarya happens. By what? By Tip it happens. Therefore, Dvi become Dve. Then Shakara and Takara. What's in the
Shtutvam.
happens. 41, 8 for 41. Therefore, Dveshti. Dveshti is the form. Okay. Now from here, Ganesh, please read.
Ting Shit Sarvadhatukam, that is 34113. Ityanena Ting Pratyayaha tata Shit Pratyayaha Sarvadhatuka Sanya Prapnavanti.
So they are Sarvadhatuka Sanya, 34113. Right? Okay. Then
Luk iti pratyaya lopasya kinchana vishishtam nama. Asmin vishaye pratyayasya luk shlu lupaha 1161 ityatra vistarena uktamasti.
you will see that sutra, next sutra it comes. लुक् इति प्रत्ययस्य लोपस्य किंचन विशिष्टम. Yes, special designation is given for pratyaya lopa, that is look. So when pratyaya become lopa, when pratyaya, I would say pratyaya has to become lopa, that lopa of the pratyaya is achieved by saying, by no, by giving a, by saying it is look, shlu or lup. By these terms, pratyayas are made lopa. So therefore, this is the system nama for pratyaya lopa. And that we'll be seeing 1161, which has anuvritti of lopaha from the sutra darshanam lopaha. And the consequence of pratyaya becoming lopaha by these terms is nalumatangasya. That's important. Angakari will not happen. That is one. Other things also, as I said, jugotyadigananda, duplication happens when shlu follows. Shlu means pratyaya becoming lopa, that is called, that is achieved by shlu. Okay, fine. These two are nyatavyam to be noted. Then shastra vishayaha. Okay, here some certain things he says. Let us read. This is, we'll try to understand. Yeah, please read.
गरुड़ पुराणे न विश्वसेत् अविश्वस्तम् इति कश्चन प्रयोगः दृश्यते. अत्र वि प्लस श्वस् इत्यस्य अदादिगणस्य धातोः विधिलिङ् लकारस्य प्रथमपुरुष एकवचनस्य रूपं विश्वसेत् इति प्रयुक्तमस्ति. वस्तुतस्तु
Okay, let Melan will see. There's a statement is there, na vishvaset avishvastam. So vishvasdhatu, which is in the second conjugation, vishvaset is what lakara? You see the form you can make out. Vidiling, bhavetam, bhaveyuhu. So dhatu must be parasmai, padi. So therefore vishvaset is there. Iti prayuktam asti. Okay, let's read.
वस्तुतस्तु वि प्लस श्वस् धातोः विधिलिङ् लकारस्य साधु रूपं विश्वस्यात् इति अस्ति. यतः प्रक्रियायाम् आदिप्रवृत्तिभ्यः शपः 2472 इत्यनेन शप् विकरणस्य लोपः क्रियते चेत् या सुट् इत्यस्य यकारस्य ईय आदेशः एव न भवति. यतः अतो येयः, that is 7 to 80 इत्यस्य प्रसक्तिः तत्र न वर्तते.
So I think Yasud, Siyut and all we saw, no, once?
Yes, we have seen.
Yes,
Yes,
Ji,
you have
yes,
to
Ji.
remember, otherwise you won't be able to understand this. What is the ling lakara pratyaya is eat, eatam, ihu. How that eat comes? That is actually, it is not eat, it is, originally it is yat. Yat, yatam, ihu, yaha, yatam, yata, yam, yava, yama iti. The geet is for adanta gana, adanta anga, 1, 4, 6, 10. Other conjugation, it is yat only. Kuryat, kuryatam, kurihu, right?
Hmm.
It conjugation example, kurudatu. So here, we are doing second conjugation, therefore yat only. So therefore yat, yatam, yuhu, vishwas plus v plus shvas plus yat, vishwas yat. This must be the form, right? This must be the form, vishwas yat. Yat is the pratyaya. Pratham purusha ekavachana ling pratyaya. Okay. Yataha prakriyayam adi. So yat is what pratyaya? Yat is V plus Shvas plus Yat. Yat part pratyaya. What type of pratyaya?
Valadi.
Sarvadhatuka. No, not Valadi. It is not Valadi at all, in fact. Why Valadi here? It is Sarvadhatuka. Only Adadhatuka, then we have to talk about Valadi. And Yat is not, Yakara is not Valadi at all. In fact, Yakara is excluded in Val. How can be Valadi? All the vowels and Yakara are excluded from Val Pratyahara. But in fact, okay, that is fine. But why do you say Valadi here? Because this is not another Dhatuka Pratyaya at all. Tingshit Saradhatukam. Vidiling is a Saradhatukam Lakara, not Adadhatuka Lakara. Adadhatuka Lakara, you will see Pratyaya, that is Vikrana Pratyaya comes when the Lakara follows. Here, Yat and then only Vikrana Pratyaya comes. That is the next step. V plus Shvas plus Yat. Yat is Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya. It will bring in Gana Vikrana Shap. Then that Shap goes away by Adi Prabhritibhyaha Shapaha. Shap goes away. Right? Understand?
Yes.
Yes, ji.
Okay. So if we do this, then Vishvasyat only we will get. But Vishvaset iti rupamasti. Shap Vikarana Pratyaya Lopaka Kriyate Chet Adi Prabhritibhyaha Shapaha iti Sutrena Targi Vishvaset iti Rupa Siddhyati. Kintu Chet, then he says, Yasut ityasya iya adeshaha eva na bhavati. Why it doesn't happen? Iya adesha will come only when the anga is adantanga, like 1, 4, 6, 10, bu dhatu, for example, bu plus, if you do the ling lakara, bu plus yat, ya will be replaced by iya, then ya will be replaced. Then yakara is Lopo Vyorvali by that sutra, Yakara goes away, therefore you will have eat. It or eat, whatever it is. That is fine. In fact, it is correct. But to commonize, remember that also I told one long back we have seen. To commonize both Parasmic Padapratyaya and Atmane Padapratyaya, we make it as E or E. Eat eatam iho, eatam ita, iyam eva ima. Even ita iatam iran, ita iatam idam, like that we made. Okay.
Yes.
But
Yes, ji.
Ya Adesha will come for Ya of Yasutagama only when it follows the Adantanga. Ato Yaha, that is the Sutra. That will not come here. Okay. Only when it comes, for that to come, the Anga has to be Adantanga. Only when it comes, then only Vishvaset iti Rupam Bhavat. Here it is not. Therefore, Vishvasyat must come. But in Garuda Purana, we have this form, Vishvaset. Therefore, he says, Yadi Prakriyayam Shat Vikarnasya Lopagana Bhavati, then only the Anga will become Adantanga and the Pratyaya Yat will become Eat, then only you will have Vishvaset. Understand?
Yes.
Mm.
I hope all of you following what I'm saying.
Yes. Shap will
Yes,
be
ji.
there
When
because of
Shab
that.
doesn't goes away, then Anga will become Adantanga, Yat, that
Adantanga.
Ya will become Iya, then only you will have Iya Adesha comes in the place of Ya. Understand?
Yes.
So he
Yes, ji.
says here, Yadi Prakriyayam Shat Vikarnasya Lopahana Bhavati, Tada Eva Toyaha Ityanena, Yasutityasya Adesha Krutva Vishvasati Rupam Siddhyati. Is it clear, Ganesh ji?
Yes.
But what happens? Shap must go away because Shasdhatu belongs to second conjugation. But Vishvasati Rupam is therefore he says, Ataha Asya Prayogasya Samanartakam Anekya Vyakarnaha Ganakaryam Anityam Asti iti Vadanti. Ganakaryam is Angakaryam. Ganakaryam ityukte Tesha Matena Gana Vikarana Vidhanam Tatse Lopaha Cha Anitya. Lopaha of Gana Vikarana Pratyaya is, from this we can know it is not Nitya, Anitya. Kutrachit. Anitya means
Temporary.
kutrachit bhavati, kutrachit na bhavati. Prakriyayam kutrachit naiva bhavitum argati. That is what anitya is. Understand?
Yes, Chair.
We have to see the form, and based on that, we have to infer that lopa of shap is nitya or anything. But in the Itta Prakanam also, long back, na vivakto tusmaha, somewhere, there also that is anitya vidhi it is. That is depending on the context, we have to see. The nitya, anitya, all these things are there. So anitya, kutra bhavitam argati lopa, kutra bhavitam na argati. Therefore, if doesn't become lopa, if that paksha, if you consider, then what will happen? B plus shvas, then chaprataya, lopam akrutva doesn't make it, don't make it lopa. Therefore, vish plus shvas plus a, vishvasa, yat will become eat, then join gunakarya, gunasandhi, not gunakarya, gunasandhi, vishvase, iti sadhu, tvam tadashitam shakyate. The form vishvase comes. Etam paksham manasi nidhaya eva nageshah. Nagesham is Nagesha Bhatta, who wrote Paribhashendu Shekhara. There he says, Ganakaryam Anityam iti kanchana paribhasham patayati. So yes, in the Paribhashendu Shekhara, he has mentioned this paribhasha, Ganakaryam Anityam. Ganakaryam Anityam is paribhasha. Kutra chit bhavati, kutra kitna bhavati. Anaya paribhashaya, therefore Ganakaryasya Anityatvam Sanyapya Vishvaset iti sadrishaha prayogaha siddhyanti. Because this Ganakarya is Anitya, therefore for that they quote this example. Vishvaset iti prayogaha sadrishaha prayogaha. This prayogaha are possible. Pardiyam paribhasha bhashyakarena kutrapi na patita labhyate. There are some objections said here. Bhashyakara never taught this such paribhasha. Anyway. So Nagesha Bhattamatena eva ayam paribhasha asti Ganakari Manityamiti paribhasha. Nagesha api imam paribhasham ataha Nagesha api imam paribhasha na svikaroti. That is, he mentions the paribhasha and also he rejects that. Bhashyakarasya Nageshasya matena Vishvaset tata tat sadrisha अन्य प्रयोगाः अपानिनीयाः otherwise आर्ष प्रयोगाः एव ज्ञातव्याः. So because Bhashyakara doesn't mention this paribhasha anywhere, therefore Nagesha also, even though he only mentioned the paribhasha in the Shekhara, but he also doesn't accept this. He mentions the paribhasha and then he corrects it, saying this Ganakara Anitya is only in the case of Arsha Prayoga. We cannot do like that. If we do, it is Apanniyaha. It is not according to the rules of Parini Maharishi. It is, you have to consider it as Arsha Prayoga. So Garuda Purana, it is mentioned Vishvaset. It should be Vishvasyat. Therefore, we have to take it as Arsha Prayoga. Purana written by Vyasacharya. Therefore, we have to take it as Arsha Prayoga. Understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Here also another. I will read this question and objection. Kartarisha Pityanena Adiprabhritibhyaha Shapaha Vidanam Kurutva Punaha Tasya Lukim Prayojanam. This is, you may ask this question. Why unnecessarily you ordained a Shapa and then make it Lopaha by look? Kim Prayojanam. There should be some Prayojanam, right?
Yeah.
Mula Rupena Eva Shapah Vidanam Neva Kriyate. chet kah doshaha. If you don't add any shap originally, then what's your loss? What's the problem? So you can say adiprabhatibhyaha shapaha na bhavati. You can say, then there is no problem. Why bringing shapa and then making it a lopaha necessarily? That is the question. It's a right question. For that answer is, यदा शप प्रत्ययस्य विधानं कृत्वा तदा तस्य लोपः क्रियते तदा तद् अदादिगणस्य धातुः लुक् विकरणत्वं प्राप्नोति. अदादिगण dhatu will get the status of look vikaranatvam. That is, vikarana pratyaya has come and it has become look. That status it will get. The status of being the vikarana pratyaya being look. Look has happened to vikarana pratyaya. Why that is required? Because this is a sutram which is from which they look coming as anuvritti, I think. Sorry, not this sutram. It's a paribhasha. Okay. So, ebhyaha vigitasya vikarana pratyasya look bhavati, ye look vikaranaha. Look vikaranatvam means, yes, we are explaining what is look vikaranatvam is. The pratyaya which is ordained to what that the pratyaya has become look, that is look vikarana. Vikarana pratyaya has become look. Vikarana pratyasya look, that is look vikarana. Look vikaranam yasya asti iti look vikaranatvam. The status of being the look vikarana. Ebhyaha vigitasya. Now, atayeva, therefore only, look vikarana, aluk vikarana yogo. Look vikarana, that is, vikarana pratyaya has become look, and those which vikarana pratyaya has not between the two. Aluk vikarana seti paribhashaya, by that paribhasha, gatista gu pa bhubhyaha sichaha parasmai padeshu. 2477 ityatra. केवलं वादिगणस्य पादातोः एव ग्रहणं भवति. अदादिगणस्य पादातोः न. पादातो, it is in two conjugation. Pane, first conjugation. Pibati, pibataha, pibanti, right? Second conjugation also is in the sense of rakshane. Pati. Pahi mam mandal comes, right? Anena eva adadiganasya. Now, sich, when we say sich pratyaya is used in the case of lung lakara. Okay. Lung lakara. Adadiganasya padatoho lungi in lung lakara. Lung lakara being it, lakara attakama will come and all those things will happen. You get the form apasi iti rupam. Lung lakara. Lege, sich, etc. Those things and all will apply. Ishtarupam apasit iti ishtarupam siddhyati. That is second conjugation. Pa rakshane dhatoho lung lakara rupam apasit. Yadi adiprabhatibhyaha shapratyah neva bhuktva tasya lopaha na kriyeta targi adadiganasya dhatavha luk vikaranatvam na prapnuyuhu. If you don't say adiprabhatibhyaha shapaha neva bhuktva, then what will happen? Tasya lopaha api na kriyeta kasya shapratyasya targi adadigana will not enjoy the status of look vikaranatvam. In that condition, what will happen? Asyam stitau padatoho vishaye, by the very same sutra, gati stagu pabhubhyaha sichaha parasmai padeshu prapti kisyat anena apat iti anishtarupam bhavati. We will have the form, lung lakara form, apat. That is, if shap has not become look, you will have this form, apat. If shap has become look, then you will have the form, apasit. So, which is the ishtarupam apasit, not apat. Therefore, look vikaranatvam is required. That is why adipravrittibhyaha shapaha look required. Just giving an example, he says, see, we need pramana. Why should we use? For that, he takes it pa as the example, which is given in the Sutra 2477, taking the pa dhatu and then explaining, if we don't have look vikaranatvam, then we have anishta rupam apat. If we have look vikaranatvam, then we have ishta rupam apasit. Okay, you may ask, if for one dhatu it is required, yes. Dhatu also we have to take a one dhatu also we have to make sutra, because sutra is sutra. It should cater to all the dhatus, all the forms of all the forms of the words of the language. अतएव अदादिगणस्य धातूनां विषये शपः विधानं कृत्वा तस्य लुक् क्रियते. This is what the commentators they do. Why Pani Maharshi says they will do some research and then give one word. In this word, if this is not applied, you will have this anishta rupam. Therefore, Pani Maharshi has given like that. That is how they substantiate the sutra. So here also he has done like that. Okay. Maybe this would have taken from Mahabhashya or somewhere. Okay. So, look vikaranatvam is required. Apad doesn't have look vikaranatvam, anishtaru. Apasit has got look vikaranatvam. Therefore, from that it is clear, adipravrittibhya shapaha look is required. Shap comes and then make the shap look. Then only look vikaranatvam asti. Okay.
Yes.
Many, see, as I told, many things we may not, many sutras we have not seen. We don't know. Of course, lung lakara, we know, they don't know at all. It's okay. Doesn't have to know. We know everything. All cannot be, all we cannot know and then study sutra, not possible. Certain things just understand the idea, what he says. That is enough. And we are going to see all this in detail later. Finally, the substance is adipravrittibhya shapaha look bhavat. That is what finally we have to understand. And Kashika, simple, you can read Ganesh.
अधिप्रवृत्तिभ्यः उत्तरस्य शपो लुक् भवति. atti, hanti, and dveshti.
Anda also this conjugation, an plus shap plus tip, an goes, shap goes away, anti, ataha, ghinanti, rupa. Dveshti, dveshtaha, dvishanti, rupa. Like simple. Adadi conjugation is simple. In fact. Kashika, let's sit down the comedy also. Okay, you're just given atyataha, adanti iti. The thing is that Lagu Siddhanta Kaumari also. First dhatu adbhakshane is given the form atti ataha adanti. Then atsi attaha attha. Latlakara. Okay, don't convey the lang lakara. Admi advaha admaha. Shap goes away. Therefore, you will have only Karicha Sutra. That is Sandhi Sutra. You apply, you get these forms. Okay. So Adi Pravrittibhyaha Shapaha Luk Bhavati. That you have to remember finally. Content is that only. Now, because here the word look has come, so we should know what is look. That alone we cannot know. We have to know in addition to the shlu and lupa also. Therefore, the next sutra, these three are connected to the look, shlu, and the loop, and also what happens when the pratyaya goes away. Pratyalope pratyalakshanam. Then lamata angasya, which denies pratyalakshanam for look, shlu, and loop. So these three sutras which are there in first chapter. Let's see, first chapter, first section. 1160, adarshanam lopaha. 1161, pratyasya look, shlu, lopaha. Can read Parvati.
Yes, sir. प्रत्ययस्य लुक् श्लु लुपः पदच्छेदः प्रत्ययस्य षष्ठी एकवचनं लुक् श्लु लुपः प्रथमा बहुवचनम् अनुवृत्तिः अदर्शनं 1160 देन् अनुवृत्तिसहितं सूत्रं प्रत्ययस्य अदर्शनं लुक् श्लु लुपः सूत्रप्रकारः संज्ञासूत्रं लुक् संज्ञा देन् संज्ञा
All these are sanya.
संज्ञास् ओके
Okay, look is a sanya. Slow is a sanya. Look is a sanya.
देन् प्रत्ययस्य लोपः यदि लुक् श्लु लुप् एतैः विशिष्टशब्दैः क्रियते तर्हि तादृशस्य लोपस्य क्रमेण लुक् श्लु लुपः लुप् इति संज्ञा दीयते.
So is it clear? And also note, not anything becoming lopa. Only pratyaya is, when pratyaya becomes lopa. See, lopa is a general term. Like alantyam it, what is it? Tapoti pratyaya. Pakara is alantyam it sanya tasya lopaha bhavati. That's lopaha means just goes away. That's it. Not only for this is pratyaya. Even if you take any dukring karane, for example, dukring dhatu. Do is it letter. Adi hing itu davaha. And na also it letter ngit. Alantyam it. Is it a pratyaya? No. Dhatu. So dhato ho or dhato ye it sanyakaha it sanyaka varnaha santi teshamapi lopaha bhavati. Lopaha is adarshanam. They don't, you cannot refer to it by look, shlu or look. Why? Because they are not pratyaya. It's a dhatu. If a pratyaya becomes lopa, that is important. Then we have to use the terms look, shlu or look, any one of them to refer to the lopa of the pratyaya. These are the sanya.
Yes.
Vishishta shabda means these are special words, these are sanya. Okay, please note difference between just mere lopa and lopa caused by look, shlu and loop of the pratyayas. They're different. Okay.
Yes. व्याकरणशास्त्रे निर्दिष्टासु संज्ञासु अन्यतमाः सन्ति लुक् श्लुः लुप् एताः तिस्रः संज्ञाः प्रत्ययस्य लोपस्य निर्देशार्थं व्याकरणशास्त्रे एताः तिस्रः संज्ञाः प्रयुज्यन्ते तद् इत्थम्.
Okay, 3 sannyas are given. For what purpose?
To show the lopa.
Pratyalopasya
lopa.
Pratyalopasya nirdeshartham. To refer to the lopa of the pratyaya. Important. 3 sannyas are used in the Vyakarana Shastra. What are they? It says here. And some of them already we have seen. Shadbyaha, look, you remember? What is Shad? Shnanta, Shat. And what is Shnanta, you last? What is Shnanta? Shat is a sanya. Shadbyaha, look, bhavati. Shnanta, Shat. Bhagu, Gana, Vattu, Dati, Sankhya, numbers, number declensions. Remember, we have Suvanta, we have seen number declensions of the numbers. Shnanta, Shat. Shnanta is that number ending with Shakara and Nanta is Nakaranta. Right? Shadbyaha, look. Shad is a sanya. Shnanta, Shat. Then Shadbyaha, look means the Pratyaha which is ordained after. That is by what is the Pratama Vibhakti of Shash? Shakarantaha. Shash Shabda. What is the Vibhakti?
Shad or Shat, we can tell.
Because by Shadbyaha, look, these are Nitya Bhagu Vachanam. That is why just he says. Right? From number 3 onwards, Nitya Bhagu Vachanam. And also, number 4 onwards, it is only the forms are same for all the linga. Right? Numbers.
Yes.
So shash plus, then we have jas, shadbyaha. Look, by jas goes away, therefore you will have shash. Shash will become jalam jashonte shad, and vavasane shat. Right?
Yes.
Same thing for nakaranta also. Panchan, then saptan, ashtan, navan, ekadashan, dvadashan, all and ananta. Dashan, for example, dashan plus jasa goes away. Shadbyaha look by that sutra. Because dashan is also nakaranta, shnanta, nakaranta. So look bhavati, right?
Yes.
We have seen that sutra in Subanta once upon a time. Please read.
One, केषुचित् सूत्रेषु लुक् इति शब्देन कस्यचन प्रत्ययस्य लोपः निर्दिष्टः अस्ति यथा षड्भ्यो लुक् 7:122 अनेन सूत्रेण षट् संज्ञकात् शब्दात् विहितस्य जस् प्रत्ययस्य लोपः उच्यते सः च लुक् इति शब्देन निर्दिश्यते एतादृशः लुक् शब्देन कृतः प्रत्ययलोपः स्वयम् अपि लुक् इति नाम्ना एव ज्ञायते अतः अत्र जस् प्रत्ययस्य लुक् भवति इति वाक्यप्रयोगः भवितुम् अर्हति
स्पष्टं वा? केषुचित् सूत्रेषु लुक् इति शब्देन कस्यचन प्रत्ययस्य लोपः निर्दिष्टः अस्ति. Example, षड्भ्यः look in some sutra, right? Look iti shabdena by the word look. What is that? Kim nirdishtaha? Lopaha nirdishtaha kasya pratyayasya, right?
Yes, sir.
Example, षड्भ्यः look. By that sutra, what will happen? Shat sanyakat. That's why it said shat is a nanta shat. Shat is a sanya. Sanya sutram, where is the nanta shat? All sanya sutrams are located in
First chapter.
first chapter and second chapter. Second chapter, we have samasa, right? Samasa vidayaka sutra, samasa sanya is there, and of course we know karaka where it is. First chapter and first chapter, fourth section, and second chapter also we have sanyas, pratipadikam, etc. All those. First two chapters they define prakriti. Sanyas are dealt with. So therefore, this is shat is a sanya. First chapter itself is there. So shat sanyakat shabdat. Nakaranta and nakaranta numerals are called by the sanya shat. And the pratyaya comes after that. What pratyaya? Supratyayas. And how do you know supratyaya? Because 7:122, you know 7:122, which you are very much familiar. The atoam, etc. And we have that nyer nyaha, nasi, that Chinese sutra.
Chaturthi Vibhakti and
All that, that nyer nyaha and
Sarvanamas.
Rama Shabda, we did that ina, that no, that ta will be replaced by ina, tang, nasi, ngasam, all those things are there, right?
Yeah.
Which is in 7:1 section. So there, what pratyas are mentioned, even napumsakalinga, this she also, that is aungaha, apaha, she, etc. All those things. So 7:1 section deals with the pratyas, supratyas, the changes happening to supratyas, following the anga karyam also happens. That is 7:1 section. So there it is mentioned 7:122. What will happen to just pratyaya? Just pratyaya will become look. Look shabdena, by look shabda, pratyaya lopaha kritaha, right? So pratyaya which has become look, pratyaya lopaha, swayam api look iti namna eva jnayate. So jat pratyaya se look bhavati means the pratyaya which has become look. Therefore the pratyaya is look pratyaya. एतादृशः लुक् शब्देन कृतः प्रत्ययलोपः स्वयमपि look iti namna jnayate. So pratyaya lopa is referred to by the word look. What happened to the pratyaya? Pratyaya has become look, we say. Means pratyaya lopa has happened. Right? This is one place.
Look pratyaya means lopa has happened by look.
Look has happened means pratyaya has become lopa.
Yes.
Okay. Whenever we say look, it has to lopa only. Lopa of what?
Pratyaya.
Pratyaya. Pratyaya itself, swayam itself, it has become lopaha. That is what is referred to by the word look. Shadbyaha look is pratyasya lopaha. Okay.
Then
And
number
the importance of pratyasya lopaha by look is given by the next sutram by nalumata angasya pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam nalumata angasya. It should be connected to nalumata. Angakara will not happen.
Yes.
Just pratyaya comes, just pratyaya becomes look. Then you will have shash as a padam. Pada is not angakarya. Sanya is karya. Sanya is not an angakarya. The shash pratipadikam becomes shash padam. Okay.
Yes.
If any angakaryam is to happen, that will not happen. Nalamata angasya. But shash will enjoy pada sanya. Therefore, only jalam jashanti we apply. Shad, vavasane, shad, we get. Okay, second point.
Second point is केषुचन अन्येषु सूत्रेषु श्लुः इति शब्देन प्रत्ययस्य लोपः क्रियते यथा जुहोत्यादिभ्यः श्लुः 2475 अनेन सूत्रेण जुहोत्यादिगणस्य शब्देभ्यः विहितस्य शप् प्रत्ययस्य लोपः उच्यते सः च श्लुः इति संज्ञया निर्दिश्यते एतादृशः श्लुः शब्देन कृतः प्रत्ययलोपः स्वयमपि श्लुः इति नाम्ना एव ज्ञायते. Same type here also.
Same. So the pratyaya which has come, it has become lopaha. Therefore, we say shab pratyaya, for example. Shab pratyaya comes, shab pratyaya becomes shlu. So shapaha shlu bhavati means swayameva pratyaha lopaha bhavati ityartha. What pratyaya becomes lopaha in this case? Shap only, right?
Yes.
Jugotyadibhyaha by the kartari shab sarvadhatake, by that shap alone comes when the sarvadhataka pratyaya follows. But what will happen to the shap? Shapaha shlu bhavati. It is pratyaya lopaha swayam eva shlu iti namna ज्ञायते प्रत्यलोपः भवति श्लो इति
Yes.
इति संज्ञया प्रत्यलोपः क्रियते. Okay.
Yes.
So shlo is the when shlo is used jugotyadi only you will see shlo.
Yes.
In other places maybe there where duplication is required. Okay. Shlo. The importance of shlo is shlau on sutram is by that duplication happens. When the pratyaya has become shlu, the pratyaya is referred to as shlu. That is why he says pratyaya api swayam shlu iti namna jnayate. The pratyaya which has become lopa is referred to by the shlu. When shlu follows, what is shlu? Pratyaya has become lopa.
Pratyalopa
That
follows.
when the pratyaya which has become lopa by shlu, and the pratyaya itself is lopa pratyaya itself is referred to by the sanya shlu. Therefore, when shlu follows, what will happen? Duplication happens. You understand? That is why he says pratyaya lopaha api swayam eva shlu iti namna jnayate. The pratyaya which has become lopa itself, that itself referred to as shlu. Okay. That is
Yes.
why shlau, when we say shlau, is a saptami bhakti. Like guru, gurau. Shlau follows. And what will happen is and Ditvam happens. Duplication. Okay. Third
Then
one.
null
Loop.
set we can tell.
Huh?
Null set we can tell. Nothing
What is
is
it?
there. Null
Uh,
sets in
yeah,
ganas.
null, yes, null, nothing. But nothing is not a nothing, it is something. Huh?
Yeah, like that.
Yes.
Then third point, केषुचन अपरेषु सूत्रेषु लुप् इति शब्देन प्रत्ययस्य लोपः क्रियते यथा लुप् च 43166 इत्यनेन सूत्रेण अण् इति तद्धितप्रत्ययस्य लोपः उच्यते सः च लुप् इति शब्देन निर्दिश्यते एतादृशः लुप् इति शब्देन कृतः प्रत्ययलोपः स्वयम् अपि लुप् इति नाम्ना एव ज्ञायते.
It is in Tadita, our example is giving. Loop also. That's a dhatu loop also. Anyway, that is different. So loop is a technical term. Kritrama sanya. So giving example of loop cha anpratyaya becoming loop in Tadita. So loop iti shabdena pratyaya lopaha. That's same thing. Okay.
Yes, अनेन प्रकारेण अष्टाध्याय्यां प्रत्ययस्य लोपः त्रिभिः शब्दैः उक्तः दृश्यते तस्य च यथासङ्ख्यं ताः एव तिस्रः संज्ञाः दत्ताः सन्ति कुत्रचित् तु केवलं लोपः इत्येतं शब्दम् उपयुज्य अपि प्रत्ययलोपः कृतः दृश्यते यथा हल्याभ्यो दीर्घात् स्युतिस्य पृक्तं हल् 6168 इत्यनेन सूत्रेण अपृक्तसु प्रत्ययस्य लोपः केवलं लोपः इति संज्ञया एव उक्तः अस्ति एतादृशः लोपः तु लुक् श्लुः लुप् एताभिः त्रिसृभिः संज्ञाभिः नैव परिगण्यते. That's what you told, explained.
Yeah. So here the pratyaya is lopaha only. Not by shlu or luk or lup. Supratyasya lopaha iti. In some places it is also given. Not that wherever pratyaya lopa happens, it should be referred to by the three words luk, shlu, lup. Not the pratyaya can be made lopa just by saying lopaha also. When the word luk, shlu, lup are used, then we have to understand that the pratyaya lopa is referred to. Okay, we have to understand. It is not all pratyaya lopas are luk, shlu, lup, any one of them. Not like that. Okay.
Yes.
Some cases pratyaya can be made lopa just by mentioning lopa. Adrashan lopa, hatasya lopa. Example, this is 6168. Right?
Yes.
When the pratyaya lopa is specifically referred to luk, shlu, lup, then something special is there for them.
Yes.
Okay. Lu.
लु इति निर्देशः लुक् श्लुः तथा लुप् इति एताभिः संज्ञाभिः कृतः लोपः अष्टाध्याय्याम् एकत्ररूपेण लु इति शब्देन निर्दिश्यते यथा न लुमताङ्गस्य 1163 इत्यस्मिन् सूत्रे प्रयुक्तः लु इति शब्दः लुक् श्लु लुप लुप् संज्ञानाम् एकत्ररूपेण निर्देशं करोति यस्य प्रत्ययस्य लोपः लुक् श्लुः उत लुप् एताभ्यः एकया संज्ञया क्रियते तस्य एव विषये न लुमताङ्गस्य 1163 इति सूत्रं प्रयोक्तव्यम् केवलं लोपसंज्ञया कृतस्य प्रत्ययलोपस्य विषये इदं सूत्रं न हि प्रयोक्तव्यम् इति अत्र आशयः.
तदपि स्पष्टमेव. लुक् श्लु लुप् 3 sangyas are there. Ashtadhyayam karmena. These three are referred to. One common thing is that lu. Therefore, lu is a common thing. One is lukish, lu, and lup. So it is lu is common. Therefore, the next sutra na lumatangasya. There, the lu referring to the three pratyas. The three, not sorry, Kshemita, not pratyaya. It is referring to three sangyas. Luk, shlu, lup. Lumata means lumat. Asya asti iti matu pratyaya. That which has lu as that which has lu, that is called lumat. Lu asya asti iti, which has got lu, this lukush, lu, and lup. But the three are together are referred to by the word lumat. Lumat, right? Lumatangasya. Yasya pratyasya lopaha. When pratyaya become lopaha by shlu or luk, or look, then angakaryam will not happen. Then angakaryam unit will happen when the pratyaya just become lopa by mentioning the lopa. No, lopa is a sanya. Then only angakaryam will happen. Otherwise, an angakaryam will not happen due to the pratyaya. And if pratyaya has become lopa by look, shlu, or look. See, well, first question comes, how pratyaya becomes lopa, angakaryam happen? Pratyaya lopa, pratyaya lakshanam. Next sutra. Even when pratyaya becomes lopa, whatever pratyaya is supposed to do, that will happen. Pratyaya lakshanam bhavati eva. But it will not happen in the case of lumat. Okay.
Yes.
Spashtam va. It is. Okay, please read.
लुक् श्लुः लुप् इत्यनेन उक्तस्य लोपस्य सर्वादेशत्वम्.
Sarvadeshatva means you can understand. Replaces
आदेश
the entire pratyaya. Just is anekal, stani, right? For example, just pratyaya, pratama vibhakti bhagavachana pratyaya, which is ordained after shat. When we say shadbhyaha look happens to what is the last letter or first letter? Which one?
fully.
Entire pratyaya becomes lopa, right?
Yes.
Therefore, sarvadeshatvam. That also have to be mentioned. We take it for everything for granted. That also is mentioned. Yeah, please read.
यत्र प्रत्ययस्य लोपः लुक् श्लुः लुप् एताभिः संज्ञाभिः उक्तः अस्ति तत्र अलोन्त्यस्य 1152 उत आदेः परस्य 1154 इत्येतयोः परिभाषयोः प्रयोगः नैव करणीयः अपि तु सम्पूर्णस्य एव प्रत्ययस्य लोपः करणीयः.
For that, first we have to remember these paribhashas. Do you remember?
Yes.
Alontasya, Anekachya Sarvasya, Nicha, Adeke Parasya, these four paribhashas.
Yes.
I think we saw in the last class also I was referring to this, right?
You have sent the.
I sent the document also. You have seen this before.
Yes, you have seen.
The Sthani is Ekal Sthani and Adesha is Ekal Adesha. Then no problem. That Sthani will be replaced by, because one chair, one person. No problem, right? Chair is only one chair is empty, one person is left out, that person will sit in the chair. But if the sthani is anekal, adesha is ekal, now the question comes, where this adesha will come? The entire sthani will be replaced by adesha, or the last one alone. And if the adesha is shit adesha, then it will replace the entire sthani, aneka.
Okay.
Or if the adesha is anekal, then it will replace the entire sthani. If the adesha is Nit adesha, then it will replace the last letter of the sthani. These are all paribhasha. The four paribhasha are just simply said in four. Explain now. Okay, this is four. Now here, Alontyasya will it apply? No. Adeke parasya, that also will not apply. Then which will apply? He says here. Please read.
यथा षड्भ्यो लुक् 7122 इत्यनेन सूत्रेण जस् प्रत्ययस्य उक्तः लुक् सम्पूर्णप्रत्ययस्य भवति न हि केवलम् आदिस्थस्य अकारस्य उत अन्ते विद्यमानस्य सकारस्य.
Spashtameva, right?
स्पष्टम् अस्ति.
It will not replace the first letter or the last letter. First letter by Adeke parasya. Last letter by Alontyasya. It will not.
परन्तु लोपः इत्यनया संज्ञया प्रत्ययलोपे कृते तु यथा योग्यम् अलोन्त्यस्य 1152 इत्यनेन अन्तिमवर्णस्य उत आदेः परस्य 1154 इत्यनेन आदिवर्णस्य एव लोपः भवति. यथा क्यस्य विभाषा 6450 इत्यनेन क्यच् क्यङ् प्रत्ययोः उक्तः लोपः आदेः परस्य 1154 इत्यनेन केवलम् आदिस्थस्य यकारस्य विषये एव भवति.
This is another example, counter example. In the case of Shadbhyaha look, just pratyaya is as jakara is the letter.
Okay.
Iti letter by what sutra? Chutu.
Chutu.
As is the content. As is anekal. Stani. Now the question comes, will it replace the first letter akara or the last letter sakara? No. In the case sarvasya stani, the entire. When because why entire? Because when we use shlu, look or look, entire pratyaya will be replaced. Sarvadeshat. Whereas in the case of the pratyaya being made lopa by lopa, by very lopa sanya, lopa sanya. Okay.
Okay.
Then question, then there only we have to see the paribhasha, which one will apply, we have to see. In the case of pratyaya, in case of pratyaya lopa made by look, shlu, look, the entire pratyaya replaced by lopa. I mean, entire pratyaya replaced by lopa. Okay, entire pratyaya is gone. Whereas if the pratyaya is made lopa by lopa, there the entire pratyaya is not made lopa. There we have to apply the paribhasha and see which becomes lopaha, adihi or antya, etc. Understand? Like algnyabyah dirgha sutisya pruktam hal. There the pratyaya is made lopa by lopa. Lopa sanya. Understand?
Yes.
So here it says lopaha iti anaya sanyaya pratyaya lope krite tu. When lopa of a pratyaya is done by lopa sanya, this lopa is different from look, shlu, look. Please note. Adarshanam lopaha. Then alontyasya iti anena last letter or adehe parasya iti anena adivarnasya. Adehe parasya when to use? When a pratyaya is ordained after the word which is in Panchami Vibhakti, then adehe parasya, by that the first letter of the pratyaya will be replaced. Otherwise, alontyasya last one will be replaced. That is general paribhasha. Yata kyasya vibhasha, by that sutram. Kyang pratyaya. Kyang pratyaya or kyash pratyaya, it said, which is ordained after the dhatu. Then what will happen here? Lopaha bhavati, when we say kyang or kyach, adehe parasya iti, adehe parasya iti, the first letter, that is yakara, will be replaced by lopa. That is yakara will be subject to lopa darshanam. Yakarasya vishaye eva bhavati. Here we apply the paribhasha adehe parasya. This is an example to show that entire pratyaya is not made lopa. There we have to apply the paribhasha. Whereas in the case of Lakshana Lupa, we cannot apply this paribhasha. The entire pratyaya becomes lopa. Is it clear? Therefore, sarvadeshatvam muktam. Okay.
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
still it's explaining. Elaborate.
तिसॄणां संज्ञानां प्रयोजनं प्रत्ययस्य लोपः इति एकस्य एव कार्यस्य निर्देशार्थम् अष्टाध्याय्यां तिस्रः संज्ञाः आचार्येण विशिष्टेन हेतुना दत्ताः सन्ति. प्रत्येकं संज्ञाम् अधिकृत्य पृथक् पृथक् विशिष्टं कार्यं भवितुम् अर्हति. Yes. So uses of these things.
So, pratyayasya lopaha iti ekas pratyaya lopa only is going to happen, only one karyam. But tadartham, how many sanyas are given? 3 sanyas. Why? Because 3, that's reasons for them. Visishtena hetuna dattaha santi. Pratyekam sanyam adhikritya, for each sanya, adhikritya, based on each sanya, some special karyam will happen. Like what? Tadittam. Example, shlu sanyayaha prayojanam. Please read.
श्लु संज्ञयाः प्रयोजनं यत्र श्लुः संज्ञया प्रत्ययस्य लोपः क्रियते तत्र श्लौ 6:1-10 इत्यनेन प्रकृतेः द्वित्वं भवति. यथा
that is just when pratyaya lopa by shlu happens, it will cause dvitvam of the anga, which is dhatu, because shap alone becomes shlu. Shap comes only for dhatu, right? Dhatoho paraha. Therefore, you can see the example here. Don't read the sutra and all, just da plus lat is enough.
Yes. Da plus lat, da plus tip, da plus shap plus ti, da
Okay.
plus ti.
So da plus lat lakara, corresponding to Pratham Purusha Ekavacham Tip Pratyaya will bring in Garavikana Pratyaya, Tatri Sarvadhatike Shap.
Shap will
The
come.
first Shap comes. And da belongs which conjugation? Third
Third
conjugation.
conjugation.
Third conjugation, Jugotya Adipya Hashtaku. By that, what will happen to Shap? Shapaha. Shap is a Pratyaya. Pratyaya Lopaha. Bhavati. So it is Luk Vikaranatvam. Sorry, not Luk, sorry. Shlu
Flu.
Vikaranatvam. Shlu Vikaranatvam, we can say. Anyway, that Pratyaya becomes Shlu, goes away. Therefore, now what will happen? When Shlu follows, Shlu means Pratyaya Lope Pare. That is Pratyaya which has been made Lopa by Shlu. When it follows, then what will happen to the Anga, that is Dhatu, will undergo duplication. 6.10. Shlu Sanyaya Pratyaya Lope Krute Dhatoho Dvitvam Bhavati. Dada. After that, I think you know, and we have seen elaborately in Sananta, Yanganta and all. Abhyasa Karya will happen. Finally, we have Dadati. That we will see. Dada is there. First Da is Abhyasa. The whole Dada is Abhyasta. It's called Abhyastanga. Abhyastanga we would have heard somewhere, right? In Shatranta and all, we have seen elaborately. Na Abhyasta Shatuhu. Remember?
Yes.
Na
Yeah,
Abhyasta
yes, yes.
Shatuhu. Num will not come.
Num will not
Etc.
come.
We have learned Abhyastanga. Ube Abhyastam Purvaha Abhyasaha. Sanya. The Abhyasa Karyam, Abhyasa means, again, it is referring to the first one, the duplicated. So that will undergo change, which is mentioned in the 7.4 section. So Da will become Da. Then we have the Dati. Okay.
Yes.
What about Lup? Please read.
Lup
Taditha example.
लुप् संज्ञायाः प्रयोजनं यत्र लुप् इति संज्ञया प्रत्ययस्य लोपः क्रियते तत्र लुपि युक्तवद्भ्यक्तिवचने 1-51 अनेन सूत्रेण लुप्तप्रत्ययान्तशब्दस्य वचनं लिङि च प्रकृतिम् अनुसरति न हि विशेष्यं यथा.
When Pratyaya becomes made Lup, okay, then Lup Pratyayanta Shabda will take the Vachanam and Lingam in keeping with the main, that is the Pratipadikam. So it means that the Lup Pratyaya is ordained, that is Lup Pratyaya, Pratyaya Lopa happens for the Pratyaya ordained after the Pratipadikam. Understand?
Yes.
Because Lingam Vachanam we are talking about. So Luk and Shlu for Dhatus, Lup is for the Pratipadikam. Like example, Tadita example is giving Panchanam Nivasaha.
Panchalanam.
Sorry, Panchalana Papa. Panchalana Nivasaha Panchalaha, it will come the Desha. So Anpratya is Tadita Pratya. Tasi Nivasaha in this meaning. Then what will happen to Anpratya will become Lopa, Janapade Lupa. Therefore you get Panchala. Now this Panchala is Lup Pratyanta Pratipadikam. Right?
Okay.
So Panchala is Lup Pratyanta Pratipadikam. So it will have the Vibhakti, Lingam and Vachanam in keeping with the Pratipadikam, original, whatever it is, right?
Okay.
So that's what he says here. Panchala. So therefore Panchala, Lupikate Panchala iti Shabdaha Yadyapi Janapada Shabdas Visheshanamasti Tatapi Vamshavachinam Panchala Shabdam Ityukte Mula Prakriti. Whatever Mula, the same Linga and Vachana the Panchala will get. That is the meaning of Lupa. Lupikrite, that Mula Shabdasya Vachanam Lingam Bhavati Eva. Okay, Anusarati, the Nutana word. So Janapadaha is, you can see, Vakye Prayoga Sanamaye Janapada Shabdasya Ekavachanatvepi Panchara Shabdasya Bhagavachanam Prayojyate, because Panchara Shabdaha is always Bhagavachanam. Panchalaha, referring to a place where the people live. Janapada is Ekavachanam. So Lingam and Vachanam. Lingam here it is same. Vachanam you can see, but Vachanam it differs. But still they are Visheshan Visheshyam Bhavam. How it is possible? Because Lup Pratyanta Shabda will, that Mula Shabda will have the same Linga and same Vachana. Linga Pullinga, no problem. But Vachana, because it is Bhagavachana, therefore Panchalaha, and the Visheshanam is Janapadaha Ekavachanam.
Same way
Understand?
with the Strilinga and Napumsakalinga also, it will follow.
Also, yes. So Lup Pratyanta Shabdasya, Anena Sutra, because we have the Sutra, Lupi. Lup Pratyanta Shabdasya, Vachanam Lingam, Prakriti means original, that is Tarita Pratyaya adding to what? That in keeping with that only, Linga and Vachanam will be there, not in keeping with Visheshya. Next one, look.
लुक् संज्ञायाः विशेषं प्रयोजनं तद्धितप्रत्ययस्य यदा लुक् भवति तदा लुक्तद्धितलुकि लुक्तद्धितलुकि 1-249 इत्यनेन उपसर्जनस्य स्त्रीप्रत्ययस्य अपि लुक् भवति यथा आमलकी
Amalaki, Amalakyaha Palam. That is it. For that we are going to derive Tadita Vritti.
Okay.
Referring to Amalakyaha Palam, then the Amalakyaha, what vibhakti Shashti. So Amalaki Pradipadikam, to which we have Anprataya will undergo some change, So Anprataya say Luk Bhavati becomes Luk. Then we have Amalaki. Okay. Amalaki is what is Amalaki? Strilinga. Iti Upasarjanasya Stri Pratyasya Luk Bhavati. Upasarjana is that which is first is called Upasarjana. So Amalaka is the Upasarjanam. So Stri Pratyaya is the Amalaki, that E goes away. Therefore, you have Amalaka, the Rupa. Upasarjanasya Lopaha. Like Samasa, here also, what is Samasa Upasarjanam? That which is first word that enjoys singing.
Upasarjanam Pratama.
Very good. Pratamam, right? Upasarjanam Pratamam.
Yeah.
So Amalakyaha Palam, first one is Amalaki, that where the Sri Pratyaya is that will go away. When it goes away, when Anpratyaya becomes Luk. That's what the rule it says. Luk Tadita Luki. Yada Luk Bhavati, Rada Upasarjanasya Strilinga Pratyasya Nye Pratyasya Luk Bhavati. That's what the rule says. Therefore, when Anpratyaya becomes Luk, Upasarjanasya Strilinga Pratyasya Nye Pratyasya Lopa Bhavati. Therefore, you get Amalaka. These are all Visheshana Karyam happening due to the three. Look, Shlu, look. Okay, then next one.
लुक् संज्ञायाः सामान्यं प्रयोजनं सामान्यरूपेण प्रत्ययस्य लोपे कृते अपि प्रत्ययलोपे प्रत्ययलक्षणं 1162 इति सूत्रेण प्रत्ययविशिष्टम् अङ्गकार्यम् अवश्यं भवितुम् अर्हति परन्तु एतादृशम् अङ्गकार्यं यत्र न इष्यते तत्र लुक् श्लुः लुप् एतासु अन्यतमां संज्ञां प्रयुज्य प्रत्ययस्य लोपः करणीयः इति न लुमताङ्गस्य 1163 इति सूत्रेण उच्यते.
Okay, here. First line it is first, right?
Yes.
Samani Rupena, generally when the Pratyaya becomes Lopa, Pratyaya Vishishta Angakaryam Bhavati eva. Right? Pratyaya has come, it will do Angakarya, even if it is made Lopa. But Angakaryam where it is not desired, and Pratyaya made Lopa, then we have to, you can refer to pratyalopa by lukshnu loop. And when we use pratyalopa by lukshnu loop, then angakaryam will not happen. Even though pratyalopa pratyalakshanam, when pratyalopa happens by lukshnu loop, nalamata angasya, by that sutra angakaryam is denied. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
अस्यां स्थितौ लुप् उत श्लुः इत्यनेन लोपे कृते अनिष्टं कार्यम् आपतति चेत् तत्र अन्यपर्यायस्य अभावं दृष्ट्वा लुक् इति संज्ञया प्रत्ययस्य लोपः क्रियते। यथा पञ्चन् शब्दस्य प्रथमबहुवचनस्य प्रक्रियायां जस् प्रत्ययस्य षड्भ्यो लुक् 7:122 इति सूत्रेण लुक् उच्यते। अत्र प्रक्रियायां जस् शब्दस्य जस् प्रत्ययविशिष्टस्य अङ्गकार्यस्य निषेधः इष्यते। अतः अत्र जस् प्रत्ययस्य लोपार्थं लुक् श्लुः लुप् एतासु अन्यतमा संज्ञा आवश्यकी वर्तते। अस्यां स्थितौ अत्र जस् प्रत्ययस्य श्लुः क्रियते चेत् तत्र द्वित्वस्य अतिप्रसङ्गः स्यात्। एवमेव जस् प्रत्ययस्य लुप् क्रियते चेत् पञ्चन् शब्दस्य वचनं लिङ्गः च विशेष्यं नैव अनुसरेत्।
Hold on, here you can see the shadbhyah look. Why he says look? Why don't we interchangeably use shlu or look? You cannot use. If you use shlu, the purpose of shlu will cause duplication. Do we want duplication to happen for shad shabda? No, right? Duplication is not desired. Therefore, we cannot use shlu. Why don't we use a loop? If we use a loop, then what will happen? That shabda has to be in keeping with the mula shabda. That is, it will have vachanam lingam. It cannot be in keeping with the visheshyam. You will have problem, right? So one is dvitra ati prasangaha because of shnu. Second one, if we made a loop, then panchan shabdasya vachanam lingam cha visheshan naiva anusare. Panchan shabdasya vachanam, number and linga, the gender, visheshyam naiva anusare. And it is in all the three linga, the forms are same for panchan shabda, right? So we cannot make it. It has become made a loop also. Therefore, if we make the pratyaya just shlu or loop, we will have a problem. Therefore naiva sambhavati. These two are not possible. Therefore, what we have to use? What sanya we use for pratyaya lopa only look. That way should be a look. Just taking this example and explaining. Panchan plus supratyaya. So if we make it a loop, then what will happen? Pancha you will have. Then pancha is pancha shabdasya, panchan shabdasya, vachanam, lingam cha, visheshyam naiva anusaret. Visheshyam naiva anusaret. It will not be in keeping with the visheshya. Visheshya means that visheshana adjective, substantive. Understand?
Yes. So before that Visheshana has to come, that has to be seen properly.
So therefore, in order to have the, and pancha is always, suppose, pancha balakaha we cannot say. Balakaha is ekavachanam. So pancha balakaha only. And also, pancha balikaha will you say? So therefore we will have problem. Visheshyam, it will not be in keeping with the visheshyam. If we make that sup pratyaya, the just pratyaya loop, then it will not be in keeping with the visheshyam. Like the example that amlaka, not amlaka, other example we saw for loop. in the case of Tadita.
Look, okay.
So therefore it is Anishta. We cannot use shlu or look. Therefore look only is used. Therefore he is saying, please read. He has given the whole thing here. Finally we get Pancha, right?
Yes.
अत्र षट् संज्ञकात् पंचन शब्दस्य विहितस्य जत् प्रत्ययस्य लुक् भवति. अत्र श्लू, if you do shlu, duplication will happen. If you do make it loop, then anishta karyam also will happen. Therefore, lopaha iti shabdena. If you make it just lopaha, then what will happen? Angakaryam will not become nisheda. Angakaryam will happen. Angakaryam will happen. What will angakarya? Nakaranta. You know, if you make it nakaranta, then like a rajan shabda pancha you will have, right? Sarvanamasane chasun buddha, like that angakaryam will apply. But all these things are not required. Therefore, we cannot use shlu or look or lopa. We have to use only look. Therefore, look shabdena pratyalopa kriyate chet pancha iti rupam siddhyati. Right?
Yes.
Angakaryam will not happen by na lumatangasya. So therefore, look, that is what the final thing is. I think Kashika, we will read the next class. Simple only. Okay, we'll stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवाद अश्विन जी.